to our first podcast
Hello.
of some sorts. Don't know how it's gonna go, but you know, bants.
Banter. Probably not the
And-
best start opening with banter.
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't make it sound too good.
pretty much because it's all improvised. You know, who knows? Very first thing, I should probably just start off with is that R2D2 died. The fuck?
Wait, R2D2 died?
Yeah, R2D2.
What?
The dwarf, the midget who played R2D2, he died.
What?
Yeah. I think I read it was like 3'8" or something.
Well, he was a dwarf, so...
Yeah. 3'8". How
3'8".
tall is Danny DeVito then?
How tall is he?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. How tall is Danny DeVito?
He's like 4'2". He's real small.
147 meters. That doesn't really help, does it?
147 centimeters. He's 40 centimeters.
1.47 meters. Yeah.
I'm right.
147 meters.
That means he's the same. He's the same size as the average year 3.
Wow. Apparently he's 4'8".
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
He's a foot smaller than you. Just about.
Yeah.
Whoa, that puts him like... Ugh.
That probably puts him up to probably my between my
He could lick
elbow
your
and
nipple.
my shoulder.
He'd be like nipple height with you.
Yeah, between my elbow and my shoulder. Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy. Thing is, though, I always imagine him smaller.
Yeah, I picture someone tiny. I picture like mini me.
Yeah. How old? How? Oh no, I can't even describe how tall he is.
He's like 3 foot.
I
No, he's
can't
smaller than 3
kick him
foot because he's
across
not an
the
actual.
football field.
He's not even a dwarf.
Yeah, no, he's beyond a dwarf, isn't he?
Dwarf beyond. I just found out that James Horner died too, and I'm real sad about it.
See, like,
I don't even know.
when you said, I was like shocked. But then when I read that he had died in a plane crash, like I swear I had heard it. But then I'm thinking, I haven't thought once
James Horner's dead.
Avatar's gonna be stopped making. You know what I mean? Avatar's not gonna be made anymore. Does that mean that 2 to 5 is gonna be cancelled?
Well, no, because it's only the music, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking.
Are you thinking James Cameron?
Yeah, I'm thinking James Cameron. Yeah, right. James Horner.
Yeah, James Horner dead.
James Horner. What?
Music. He composes everything, like Spider-Man.
He did Titanic. That's what I know him for.
Titanic. Yeah, he does all of
Avatar. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say David Cameron?
He was. No. David Cameron, the Prime Minister. What?
I thought I said David then. I was like, what?
David Cameron makes music and died.
I just got to the end of Southpaw and it was like, in loving memory of James Horner. I was like, what? What?
That's weird.
Southpaw's good.
Is that the boxing one?
With Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. It's the same thing though.
I thought you would see that with Sophie like a year ago.
No, we never saw it. But
right.
it's really good. I just watched it then with my mummy.
Yeah.
It's good. Lots of drama.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he deserves an Oscar, but I guess he didn't get one.
Yeah. Who won the Oscar last year for best?
It was
film?
Leo.
No, that was this year.
No, I thought that was. Oh yeah, it was. It's weird how because it counts as last year's as well.
It counts as last year. Yeah, it counts as last year, but
Southpaw came out in like June.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's why all the
Leo
award-winning movies come out at the end of the year. That's why like Danish Girl and stuff came out in like October, November.
Fresh in people's minds.
Yeah. Trumbo. I didn't even realise Trumbo existed until Katie went on about it, and she said,
"What the hell's Trumbo?"
Trumbo's that one that with Bryan Cranston. It went up for an Oscar, but she didn't get it because no one knew it.
Trumbo.
Yeah.
James Horner looks really weird.
What does he look like? I mean,
Google him. Not James Horner. Yeah, James Horner. He looks weird.
He looks like an average man. I'll tell you who does look weird.
Looks like
John C. The music.
Yeah, he does look weird.
The music creator for How to Train Your Dragon.
He looks like Sheldon Cooper.
Ross. He does, don't he? He looks like a bog-eyed Sheldon Cooper.
No, that Sheldon was meant to be sexually active, and that's why he has girls in the first episode. I read that the other day.
Here's girls in the first episode.
He like turns down dates and stuff in the first episode. He was meant to be like a playboy.
Yeah, no, I was thinking. I watched the first episode of Big Bang Theory the other day, and they go to like a wank station. What are they called? Sperm donor, and like you would never think season 8 or 7 Sheldon ever go into like a sperm donor.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
weird,
Like-
isn't it? It's weird. They like swapped all the characters around.
Yeah. It's funny.
Trumbo. Oh
But,
yeah, I remember what Trumbo is now.
Yeah. But I was in cinema today,
What do you say?
and
Oh,
nah,
no,
like, I
you
was
work
just working. Yeah, I was just in one of the screens, and the trailer for Doctor Strange was on, but I'd never actually seen a trailer for Doctor Strange before.
Oh, it looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I only saw about 5 seconds, and it was the bit when he was standing like horizontally on a building,
Yeah.
and it just looks trippy as.
It looks really good.
I did read somewhere that science is not gonna be the like main focus of magic. Like they're actually gonna bring in
Magic. Oh yeah, they're gonna have to
Magic.
eventually because they've explained away Thor with science.
They explain gods with science, you know. But
Oh,
I
that's
think
good.
that's got me a bit, because I'm not really a Marvel film person, but I think that's got me a bit.
I think it's gonna be really good. Plus,
I think everyone
Benedict
likes
Cumberbatch.
Benedict, yeah.
You can't not enjoy Benedict.
Speaking of Benedict, I haven't even seen the Sherlock season 4 trailer yet.
I can't think. Oh yeah, it's weird. He's got the Doctor Strange beard in it. It's really weird.
Upon solving them crimes, he actually travels to the 6th dimension.
No, he looks real weird. Sherlock. He has. He has. Oh, I can't picture it because it just looks weird. But it's like
I'll Google it.
It's trimmed down, so it's just like a stubble in the shape of the really well neat beard. Just look, it looks weird.
It's just a side.
But it's only in parts of the trailer, so you can't really get it with.
It's the side of
images.
his head, all the way through. Oh no! Yeah, I got it. He's got the doctor's chair. Because he was probably filming
It
both,
looks
wasn't he?
so
But
weird. Apparently, it might be last season because both of them are so like such high demand now.
Martin Freeman and
Yeah,
Benedict, yeah.
they can't escape each other though. I've realised they've all basically been in like every film recently together
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something because Martin Freeman's now in the MCU and so is.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird how Martin Freeman started out in like The Office, you know, like Ricky Gervais's thing.
I know he was in
He started off in that, and now he's Bilbo Baggins.
So weird.
It's so weird.
But-
That was such a small TV program.
And he was like, what else is he in? He got that weird part in, I forgot, Love Actually. That was like the second
Yeah,
he did.
yeah. He's just banging that girl for full film.
Banging that bitch.
Well, pretending, but
No,
it's
full
like
he did bang her in the end though.
what was it? Martin Freeman. What were we on about Martin Freeman?
Martin
Oh
Freeman.
yeah. No, 'cause
Everything Together.
The new David Brent film's coming out as well, which I am so happy to. I really want to see that.
I watched the trailer for that. So have you seen the trailers for it?
Yeah.
Not like the
It-
actual trailers though, just the ones that are in the cinema where Ricky Gervais is talking.
No, I've seen the trailer.
I haven't watched the trailer because I haven't watched The Office.
Have you never
so-
seen The Office?
Well, I have seen The Office, but I haven't watched it all the way through, have I?
Oh no, we need to sit down and watch that. It's probably my favourite like British series because it's just full of cringe and it's just so like relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. I've probably watched it about like 6 times. It's so good.
It's because Ricky Gervais is just so blunt, like with his
Yeah.
Oscars. Not Oscars.
Yeah, it's Golden Globes.
There's a trailer for that. There's a trailer for David Brent, but it's like that, and he basically goes, "Don't pirate films because with my new David Brent movie, I stand to make millions." There's the I can't find it yet, but Civil War showed footage. Not Civil War.
I was gonna say
Homecoming showed
Civil War's
footage.
out.
Oh, Homecoming showed footage, but you can't
Oh,
see
did
it. Yeah, I can't find it yet, but I know what like the footage was.
What was it?
Basically, because it's meant to be like a high school film. And apparently, it's like really cool.
Yeah.
But the footage is Peter's like sat in the classroom in like a lesson. He's not really paying attention because he's watching footage of he's working on his web shooters.
Yeah.
And then the teacher asks Flash something, and Flash like gets it wrong. And then Peter just answers it, but he wasn't really listening. But he gets it right anyway because he's Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And then it's like clips of him in like PE, and these girls are talking, and one of them says like Spidey's fit, and then she like laughs at Peter, and then it's just stuff like that apparently.
Yeah,
And then
right,
at the
yeah.
end, the last shot is the vulture's suit coming out of like the hole in the ground, and then it ends. But have you not seen the art that they released with it?
Pardon?
First look at the vulture. Hang on, I'll show you. Just type in vulture and Spidey, and it should come up.
Vulture and Spidey.
And then go on images. I don't know if it'll. No, it's not coming. Hang on one sec. Homecoming vulture. Try that. Homecoming vulture.
On Google Images.
Yeah, it should come up because Tom Holland released it himself. Now that does not fucking work. Don't do
It
that.
just comes up with Michael Keenan's Birdman.
What did I search a second ago and the picture came up? Damn. I was homecoming footage. Search that, and it's like the
I
third.
suppose everyone's just relating it to Birdman because he probably just looks like Birdman, isn't it? Just a more metallic version.
If you just type in homecoming footage and go on images, you'll see it. It's like an artwork. He looks really like metallic. It looks quite cool, to be honest. But it's just a drawing. But
Yeah.
Tom Holland released it.
Is that the one where it's
Quite
Spidey's
cool.
arm
It's
or no, Spidey's foot?
Yeah, but there's a whole picture for it. Have you seen what the Flash not the Flash. What Flash looks like?
As in Flash Thompson.
I'll stop googling. Yeah,
Have a look.
just. It's very crucial that you search these exact words to get the best. Type in Tony Revelori Bellboy. Actually,
Oh, it's Grand Budapest Hotel. It's Zero.
yeah, but that's who's playing Flash. And it looks so funny when you look at him in his bellboy suit.
Is he playing Flash?
He's Flash, yeah.
I read that he wasn't playing
He's
Flash.
Flash
I read he was
Thompson.
playing,
But, so I'm trusting that he
I
plays.
read that he was playing Peter's friend.
That's what I thought, but in the footage he's Flash. Like if you Google it now, he's been revealed as Flash.
Oh, right.
So, because they didn't know until
Yeah, because...
didn't know. But he just doesn't look like Flash, so everyone assumed he would be one of Peter's nerdy friends.
Yeah. Because what's the
It does
girl...
look funny though when you think that's going to be Flash.
The girl who... What's her name? Can't think of her name, but the girl who's playing Peter's friend. But it's not like Gwen or Mary Jane, it's like just another girl friend.
Oh no, it's yeah. She's in. Did you know she's in Amazing Spider-Man 1? That character, not the actress.
What? Why? Who was
But
she?
she only shows up for like 5 seconds. Pardon?
Who was she?
She's the one that you know right at the beginning of Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the one that when he's like walking and then she's like, "Hey, you're Peter, right? Are you free Thursday night?"
Oh yeah, yeah.
That one. That's the same. That's meant to be the same character, but they just never did it because she's like credited in the same as the same person.
Yeah.
But they just like never used it. But she's just another one of Spidey's like mates / hoes. But the Tony, that kid's not gonna bully Peter Parker,
Nah.
especially since everyone's the beast that Tom Holland is. Now he's like an absolute giant.
He'll be ripped now, won't he? Because if he's trained to be
Oh,
Spider-Man.
he's shredded.
Yeah.
He's got like he's completely like ripped. He was massive. To be honest, he was quite big for Civil War. If you like look at him in his suit, that takes some filling out.
Yeah.
He's big kid. But like I think Harry Osborn's going to be played by this kid called Harrison. Harrison Field. He always he's like Tom Holland's best friend, and he's all over his Instagram, and he's gone with him to like Atlanta to shoot.
Oh right.
And he looks, to be honest, he looks loads like Harry Osborn. So I think he might be Harry Osborn.
I don't like the Harry Osborn in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't think that's Harry Osborn enough.
Yeah, I know, that's what it's like for me. Like, I think that's the same reaction I'm going to have to this Flash.
Yeah.
Because he looks weird, doesn't he? He looks like... Because I just picture, like, James Franco.
James Franco was a good Harry Osborn.
Yeah, no, that's why this
Willem
Harrison
Dafoe
Field
was
guy.
an extremely good Green Goblin.
I want him to be the Joker. Did you see that picture?
Yeah.
He'd be so cool. I don't know what
He just has a good creepy face.
I know.
It just works.
Can you imagine being his girlfriend?
What, Willem Dafoe's?
Yeah. It'd be so weird. Bloody Willem Dafoe. Who else? I was gonna say. Did you watch it? Have you seen the trailer for Hacksaw Ridge?
Hacksaw Ridge, no.
New Andrew Garfield film. I
saw a thumbnail of Andrew Garfield in a new film, but I just didn't click on the trailer.
The trailer came out the day I searched for it. I searched for this trailer because I'd read about it like a year ago, and of course there was no trailers. And then whilst I was on holiday, I searched for the trailer and I found it, and then I searched for it again and realised it had only come out that day. So yeah, but it looks quite good. I don't think he'll win anything from it, but I think he'll get nominated.
Yeah.
Apart from there's this one line that just sounds so forced. It sounds like Forrest Gump because he does like a Forrest Gump accent for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks quite cool. It's by the guy who did Braveheart, Mel Gibson.
No, right. Speaking of forced, the Luke Cage trailer, that to me,
I haven't watched it yet.
It's just very forced trailer.
Which one? Is it like a full-on trailer now?
Yeah, no, the Luke Cage Netflix series trailer came out. It's like 3 minutes.
Right, I haven't watched it yet.
I'll give you one thing. You know, because the series is called Luke Cage.
Yeah.
The very last line is, "What's your name?" Luke Cage slowly turns around, and just as he's about to say his name, it cuts to black, and the Luke Cage logo flies in.
Oh no. Oh no. Because it looked cool at this trailer.
Well, she says, who are you, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, who are you? It turns around and it just cuts to black and Luke Cage flies in the logo.
That's what happens though, and they get cocky because he was cool. Like Daredevil was cool season 1, and I'm hoping Arrow was cool season 1 because they take it seriously. Really take it seriously in the first seasons.
Yeah,
and then they start to get cocky.
Then they realise that their demographics are just young kids, 13-year-olds. So they just make the series towards the 13-year-olds and not comic book fans.
Yeah. They've because when I was watching Jessica Jones, Luke Cage was the best part about that because he just plows her.
Yeah, just
honestly.
Endlessly.
Yeah, and I think she sucks so much because the best part about that series was obviously David Tennant without a doubt.
Oh yeah.
But apart from that, it was Luke Cage. So you're watching it and you're like, oh, where's Luke? And then he comes in and he literally slaps someone across the room. It's just funny. But absolutely.
There's in the trailer, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's a little fight scene and some guy punches his face and it's slow motion and you can literally just see every single bone in his wrist just snap. His hand just crumbles against Luke Cage's face. It looks like it's going to be really gory. It's like Daredevil. It's going to be a really gory season.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it because it comes out on my birthday.
I'll watch it because I do like the idea of Luke Cage. I just didn't like the idea of Jessica Jones at all.
Yeah, no, she is boring. I literally watched. I watched that in a night because it came out and I was yeah. Yeah, had a good story though. She was just so annoying.
Yeah.
She was just honestly use your powers for God's sake.
Yeah.
She gets slowed down by an old lady 3 times.
I think that's just America, isn't it? Though they don't think when it comes to Daredevil doing corkscrews across building ledges and stuff to get places quickly. You wouldn't. You'd monkey vault.
Oh yeah, no, that was the one because I love that scene, and then it's just when he corkscrews.
He just corkscrews.
Ridiculous. You just wouldn't. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jessica Jones. Right. She literally lifts it's described as 300 pounds. A 300 pound sink. She lifts above her head when she's 10. And then she can jump, practically fly. She pulls locks off doors. Yeah. She lifts up cars whilst they're moving. She's just obviously super strong. And then this old woman jumps on her back and she gets taken down and she must be scrapping with this old lady for 4 minutes. Where she could just literally punch her to death.
Yeah.
But then, yeah. Jessica Jones. Do you know a superhero name's Jewel?
Jewel, as in spelled like jewel, like a ruby?
Like a jewel.
Yeah.
Not jewel, as in the name.
As in J...
EWEL.
Yeah.
But they don't use it because, of course, that sounds super ridiculous. Yeah. Jewel. Yeah. But Luke Cage was cool in that, so I'm going to watch it.
It's just one of the things where, usually in modern day like superhero films, it's the side characters that steal the show.
Felicity.
Like Felicity.
Felicity.
To the point where Stephen Amell doesn't even want to be in the series anymore because he's useless.
No side character in his own
like,
show.
Like, eventually they're going to make Felicity Black Canary. Like, they just will because it's...
Isn't she paralysed now?
Is she? Is she like Oracle?
Yeah, she got Oracle. Someone even said, like, on the show, what we call you Oracle, and Stephen Amell just pops in, his only part, and goes, oh no, that's taken. So I think she got paralysed. That's what someone told me, but I stopped watching it after it went ridiculous.
Yeah, I stopped watching it when... First episode of season 3, when he got off the island and to Hong Kong. I'm just like...
Oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking, I saw that and I thought, season 1, episode 1, he gets found on the island. I don't want to go through a series of finding out why he went back to the island. I'd rather he just stayed on the island and went mental.
Did you not watch any further into season 3?
No, none at all. Like,
do you want to know what happens?
What?
He ends up back in Starling City.
What?
He's at his own house at a party, looking around, but he's not allowed to like talk to his family.
Show his face.
He's actually in Starling City. And this general's like, oh yeah, I'll let you come home, and then I can't remember what happens. But it's just, he actually ends up back in Starling City, and you're like, what
It's because they went to superpowers as well, Ken. I don't know if there's any, or Flash, but I mean,
it got
season 1 and 2. Season 1, the main villain was just a military man.
Oh yeah, actually, was he? I can't remember the main villain.
It was Fury, is that his name? Fire?
Were we on about the guy on or off the island?
On the island.
Who? Yeah, so I know who the guy was on the island. I'm thinking, who was the main villain off the island?
Can't even think of one.
One.
All I think is Deathstroke, but that's season 2.
No, was it that guy? I forgot his name. It was Huntress had a little bit to do with it.
Because it was not vampire.
I was thinking that the guy
Vertigo.
Vertigo, was it him? No, because he only shows up like once.
Yeah, he was only in one episode.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah, do you know who else? I don't know. Superman was in it for a bit, not actual Superman, obviously.
Diggle. I forgot about Diggle.
Diggle.
Dig.
Have you seen the new Superman, like Supergirl Superman?
No.
Played by Tyler Hoechlin. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you've told me about this.
Buns of Steel. Just Google it. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Thea. I remember her. She was fit.
Just type in Supergirl Superman.
Moira Queen, she died, didn't she? Spoilers.
Who's that?
Moira Queen. The mum.
Oh, yeah.
She got
I thought you said Moira. I just thought you said Moira Creechy died. Like, who's that?
Oh, Malcolm Merlyn. Merlyn's dad.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about him.
He was series 1.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of him, Captain Jack is coming back to Doctor Who.
Is he?
Yeah, he's been announced for the... Pardon?
That would be cool.
No, he's been announced for the Christmas special, and Stephen Moffat's leaving with Peter Capaldi.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's going to happen to the show?
They're getting someone else. They're getting like a veteran badass coming in, because
right.
obviously they need someone cool to take over the show.
Yeah. I did hear that Peter Capaldi was leaving.
Yeah, the guy who they're taking in wants a new Doctor, so I feel real bad for Peter Capaldi.
Yeah,
because he's waited since he was 6 to be Doctor Who.
No, he's getting kicked off.
Yeah, and then like the people were saying, "Can we have an old Doctor back?" So everyone,
an old Doctor is in
he regenerates back into somebody.
Yeah.
So then like. Someone even started asking, like people started asking like David Tennant and stuff and like Matt Smith in interviews. But then of course, since Matt's like a lad in real life, he was like, no, because that's not Doctor Who, you can't come back.
Yeah.
So they've all like denied it. But like they'd come back in specials, obviously.
Oh yeah, like David Tennant did.
But the Doctor can't regenerate into his old self.
Yeah,
they'll do that eventually though. I bet they do eventually.
I reckon it will be a girl this time.
I don't know, but it's like
new writer. You know what I mean? I just feel like they're gonna mix it up.
They might do, but it's weird that because even though he can do, Doctor Who's a boy, isn't it? It's like you wouldn't make James Bond a girl or Lara Croft a boy.
Like, you won't make Buffy a man.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Like, that's what they tried to do it with Angel, and it just flopped.
I know, like just because Angel did really well actually. I thought it flopped.
Did it?
Yeah, it lasted longer. Well, it got 5 seasons, but Buffy ended before Angel ended.
I
Like
just assume.
Yeah, no, I
Buffy
always
just-
thought that it got 3 seasons and then got cancelled. But no, it like outlived.
Huh,
It outlived
that's
Buffy,
strange.
which is real weird. But yeah, what were we on about just before?
Female James
Oh, yeah.
Bond Doctor
It's
Who.
like you just wouldn't. I don't, because especially since if he's new to Doctor Who, everyone will hate him straight away for some reason if he makes a
Yeah,
Doctor a girl.
yeah.
It's one of them things like just because you can doesn't mean you
Although
should.
being in 2016 now, you can't
He'll
say.
get destroyed. He'll get destroyed anyway.
He'll get destroyed for making it a girl. He'll get destroyed for not making it a girl because gender equality. It just like he can't win.
No. They'll probably just keep it as a boy and make it
Yeah.
safe. It's Doctor Who though. Like I think it'd be weird as a girl. Plus they'd have to
Yeah.
rewrite it. Like it would still be good, but it would just be weird.
The only companion, if the only male companion I'd want to bring back is Mickey.
Oh, Mickey.
Mickey.
Lad. No, yeah, but the new companion. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna say the new companion, but the new season I think started. Yeah, he dies at the end of the season though, so we get the new Doctor at the end of the season.
Mm.
Some of them things that when you just like since it's only an hour each week, I just watch it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like if I ever stopped watching it, I'd never like bother to catch up because it's just awful. Like I've never watched season. What are we on? Season 9 now.
Season 10, I think. We'll be starting
Well, I've never
season
watched
10.
Peter Capaldi's first season.
I didn't watch. I watched the first episode of Peter Capaldi, and the thing that put me off it was that bald little round man, Danny DeVito looking guy.
I don't know.
Like the Juggernaut looking guy. It
it's
really,
Drax.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, he's always there when it's Victorian ones. No, what put me off that was the kiddie like sound effects, like doing
Right.
loads of them. Yeah, I never watched it, and I would never go watch it because I can't bother to sit through it.
Because I
can
remember
sit
when
through
Doctor
one.
Who was actually like sad and good.
Yeah.
Like episode that pops to mind is the fireplace girl. That was such a good episode.
the clockwork.
The Clockwork People.
Yeah, that was sad.
That was like how like she died and stuff. That's his wife, and that's David Tennant's wife in real life.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, that was actually a sad episode. And Rose's going into the parallel universe. That was horrible.
So many.
I was probably about 10, and Rose and David Tennant was like my favourite thing of all time, and then she just pisses off.
I know. It's like, who didn't cry when David Tennant regenerated?
Yeah, no.
He's practically crying, and he's like, I
Yeah.
don't want to go. And then
Yeah.
the music, the score for that is so good.
I can't remember. I was too young to
It's,
think of scores. Yeah. Yeah.
So good. And then like there was like, not gonna lie, I wish Moffat was a better writer because I really liked Matt Smith's portrayal. I just hated the storylines.
See, I really liked Amy Pond's character.
Yeah, she was cool.
I liked Rose and David Tennant. I like Billy Piper and David Tennant's connection.
Yeah.
Like their interaction with each other, like was just really real and stuff like that. Like the jokes, it all seemed kind of improvised because it was just so real.
Yeah.
Amy and
I need to
Matt's
rewatch.
relationship was a bit forced, but I really liked Amy as a character.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I
like, Rory
thought
and
Amy
stuff.
and Rory's relationship was good.
Yeah.
though.
Amy and Rory's relationship was good, which is why they ended up focusing on that more than they did Amy and the Doctor.
Yeah. I think that's why they brought him in.
Yeah.
It's like Tennant was good by himself. Not Tennant. Smith was good like by himself a lot of the time.
And then, what's her face? Martha. Martha was cool. I can't remember any of her series though.
The only one I remember is because we watched it like 100 times. Is
It's
Blink.
the first one.
I only remember Blink, and she's not even in it.
Blink, yeah. Another one is the first one with that woman that drinks the blood out of the straw.
yeah.
Her very. But then
That one.
I can't even remember Donna. What happened with Donna?
Don't know.
I think that was the series that flopped.
No, yeah, it was weird. Wasn't it?
Worst Doctor Who series.
Probably series 9 or 8.
I'm thinking it'll be Donna's with the very first episode of Donna with that like blob one where they're all flying into space or something.
What?
The blob one.
What? Oh no! The first episode of Donna is when she's getting married, and it's like before she's the assistant.
Oh, I can't
She gets
remember.
married, and then that spider thing
Because-
eats her husband.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what. I remember watching this episode like as it was on TV, Series 1, like 2005 or whatever. Series 1, Christopher Eccleston, the one where the Reaper thing eats him.
A Reaper thing?
The flying thing, because Rose tries to talk to her dad. And it all messes up the past.
That thing where she, like, changes the past?
Yeah, and then there's that flying thing and it comes and eats the Doctor, and I'm just like, what? I was proper confused at that.
And he goes into his TARDIS, and it's, like, not a TARDIS. Remember that, where he, like, walks into his TARDIS and he's, like, it's literally just a police box.
It's a box, yeah. Right, worst series.
It's probably 8.
Series 5, first series of Matt and Amy.
I thought it'd be 8 with Capaldi.
Second worst, Donna's, series 4. Third worst, Martha's. Fourth worst, Clockwork Children, apparently.
Is that... Which one's that? Is that the Fireplace one?
Oh, no, I'm reading it wrong. I typed in worst, but the only thing that came up was ranking them. So this is best, sorry. So the number 1 series is Matt and Amy.
Oh, yeah. That's, to be honest, that is a really good series.
But then I'm confused about second best series is Donna.
Donna.
For some reason.
That can't be right.
Third is Martha.
To be honest, like... No, that can't be right.
Third is Martha, and then fourth is the Clockwork People series, series 2.
Yeah.
That I thought that'd be like second or third, at least.
Yeah, do you know what's weird about that?
And then series 9 is fifth. Yes.
I remember watching the Clockwork one when it came on TV.
Mm.
And I remember saying to my dad, I really liked David Tennant. And at that point, I thought he'd been the Doctor for like a year and a half. But looking now, it'd only been like 2 weeks.
Yeah. He was only a Doctor for 2 years.
Oh yeah, I know, but I remember him being the Doctor for like the entire primary school.
When I think of Doctor Who, I think David Tennant.
I thought, because Matt Smith was the Doctor for more seasons than him.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I always think that David Tennant was the Doctor for like 10 years.
Yeah. Worst season out of all of them was apparently series 1, Billy Piper and Christopher Eccleston. I disagree with that. I prefer that to some of the newer ones.
Oh yeah, I think
that's just our age rating, since we started on series 1. You know what I mean? We watch that weekly. When kids nowadays will be starting on series 8 and 9.
Yeah. Right. What was weird is, you know how in the 50th anniversary Day of the Doctor?
Yeah.
And Christopher Eccleston didn't want to do it, so they got John Hurt and did all that war
yeah.
Just like where there was a Doctor in between the 8th and Eccleston.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just get the 8th and make him the War Doctor and not have to skip? Because have you watched that Night of the Doctor thing on YouTube?
No.
Basically, I watched it like 2 years ago. They made something and released it like to TV. It was like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it was basically how the 8th Doctor became John Hurt before then becoming Christopher Eccleston. But he's like a really good Doctor. Like he wasn't really good in that 10 minutes. Do you know, just like perfect.
Yeah.
Like really, really, you should watch it. It's really cool. It's only like 10 minutes long, but he's like perfect. So I'm just wondering, why isn't he in the 50th?
Yeah.
Why did they get John Hurt instead? They could have just made him be the one that destroyed Gallifrey, and then he turns into Eccleston. But they decided to add in a whole new character. But he's really good.
I'm going to Google. Right, here we go. We're going to play a little game. I'm going to type best Doctor Who episode.
Are we talking new series?
Yeah, well, I've Googled it, and let's just hope. I've gone on the 20 best Doctor Who episodes ever by Shortlist magazine. Try and guess which is the first one. I haven't looked yet.
Okay.
I'm going to say... the one, Amy and Rory's death.
Oh, that was a good episode.
Weeping Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And or Rose's death.
I think...
I'm going to say Rose's death.
It'll be a two-parter.
But...
I think it's not the Time War, the one with the no, not the one with the Master. It's a two-parter. I know this. I think. I don't know. Forgot about the Master. I think it might be Tennant's Regeneration episode.
Tennant's Regeneration episode. Alright, let's scroll down and have a look.
Unless it's going to do original
number
theory.
1 is Invasion of the Daleks in 1965. So
Okay.
I'll go to the first modern one.
Yeah.
Is apparently The Runaway Bride.
That's the one. That's Donna's first one.
Bride teleports into TARDIS wearing a
Yeah,
wedding.
that's Donna's.
Why do people have an obsession with Donna?
I know. It's the one, do you know, before, that's the one I was on about a minute ago, where then, like, the spider thing eats her husband, and then, like, a series later.
The first episode of David Tennant, the Christmas special, when he fights that guy on the ship.
Oh, that's sick.
With
That
a
one's
sword.
so good. No, it's the bit where he goes, like, I was watching this on Instagram the other day. It's where he goes, someone goes, "What is this sorcery?" And then he just goes, "Time Lord." And then the guy tries to kill him, so he throws the rock at the button, kills the guy, and then just goes, "I warned you." Badass. But yeah, it's weird. David Tennant, before he was the Doctor, was the voiceover guy for Doctor Who Confidential. Actually,
The Girl in the Fireplace is number 8.
what's
In terms of modern day, it would be number. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4th.
What's
Fourth
third?
best. Third best is another David Tennant one called Midnight. Very spooky episode. We never really figure out what's going on. Doctor takes a leisure trip on an alien shuttle. Engines mysteriously fail and one of the passengers starts acting oddly. Is she possessed? This scene where the passenger predicts what the Doctor is going to say.
I remember that one. Do you remember? It's the one. It's a Donna
the one
one.
with the shadows.
It's a Donna one, and
Bloody Donna.
they're in this like spa, like this alien spa, and Donna's getting a tan, and then
I honestly, I don't even think I watched the Donna series. I think I gave up halfway through.
So they're on this little train thing basically, and then in the end, this woman dies, and he's like, "Did you even know her name?" And everyone says no, but like, yeah, I remember that one.
Number 2 is a Matt Smith one, The Beast Below.
That's the one with his first series 5 episode 2. You know, the one with the with like London on the big whale,
Think
like space
so.
whale.
Which was the one where because I know Christopher Eccleston's episode 2 was the one with that wood woman who gets burnt to death back when it was dark.
I thought Christopher Eccleston's episode 2 was the one where with the like skin lady and the planet gets blown up. I can't remember Christopher Eccleston's season though, so I might be wrong.
No, I think. Yeah, no.
That is the one.
The world's going to explode, and it's
it's the same one. Yeah,
first near-death experience.
Yeah, it's got the skin lady in it. I was trying to think who you meant by the wood woman, but I remember now. Yeah,
and then the
same
third
episode.
one, scariest Doctor Who episode of all time, with the ghost woman.
Oh, that's horrifying.
It scared the shit out of me when I was about 8.
I watched it, got sent
6th
to
season,
bed.
it was 2005. I'll have been 6.
Jesus. Yeah, I remember I watched it, went to bed, and I wouldn't go into my bedroom because I thought when I opened the door, like it would be jet black, and then a face would just turn and look at me.
Oh, that was a horrible episode. What's next? After the Midnight one, it's Girl in the Fireplace. Next, modern day one. 2006, David Tennant, Love and Monsters. It's the Peter Kay one. With the...
Peter Kay? Was he in one?
Yeah, he's the big green alien that sucks people in.
Yeah, I hated that one. That one made me so sad.
Yeah, because that guy's girlfriend gets turned into a piece of cement.
And then she just sits on his desk for the rest of her life. How is she happy? She has no body.
The 11th Hour. That's Matt Smith's first one, isn't it?
Oh, that's a really good episode.
That's a good episode because that's when Amy was cool.
Yeah, he was cool in that too because he was like, you know, the thing.
The next one up from that. The Empty Child. Are you my mummy?
I barely remember that. I've seen that once.
Oh, are you my mummy?
Are you
mummy? Oh, it's horrible. First episode of Captain Jack.
Yeah, I remember.
Because then everyone loved Captain Jack, so it got turned into Torchwood.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool him coming back. Because I realised that ever since Tennant left, like Russell T Davies left, there's been practically no link between his seasons and Moffat's seasons. If you think about it, like because none of the characters started to reoccur anymore.
Yeah.
Like Donna's granddad and stuff, he just vanished.
Yeah.
But it's cool that Captain Jack's coming back. Oh yeah, the 11th Hour is such a good episode. I watch that like every year because I just oofed. It's the bit where he's like, you know, when he goes to the roof and like gets dressed, and then he's talking to the alien, And he
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, one more thing: is this world protected?" And then the music comes on, like, "I am the Doctor."
Yeah.
That's
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah,
I think I Am the Doctor and Amy Pond made me like that series.
yeah, that's such a good score.
Dun, dun, dun,
But
dun,
like,
dun, dun, dun,
um,
dun, 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 dun,
Peter
dun, dun.
Capaldi, they didn't make him a new one; they just recycled that, so it just didn't work.
Oh, nah.
'Cause
Yeah, that's Matt Smith's music.
yeah, it is a good like score. And then it goes, "Is this world protected?" And he walks through, just goes, "Basically, I'm the Doctor." Run.
Thing is, Rose's death, let's just say in quotation marks, that wasn't on that list purely because that episode was rubbish. It was just that ending that was good.
I can't remember that episode.
I can't even remember the episode. It was a two-parter, and they're in Torchwood. It was the Daleks versus the Cyborgs.
Yeah, because
Cybermen.
I remember that one. I barely ever watched them. When I was little, I didn't watch them in order, like consecutively. I watched them like as they, if I was on TV, because I could never be bothered. I watched season 1, as in like I watched all of Eccleston, and then I watched. Yeah, I sort of like jumped in, but I think I missed like an entire season somewhere. I think it was that one, but I did watch that on TV when it happened. Do you remember?
Anyway, I think we'll have to end it there anyway.
45 minutes on Doctor Who.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
know really how to end these. Just say see ya if you liked it. Cool. Have fun. See ya.